Look, we all know California home prices are expensive, and yes, our taxes are higher than most states. And I'm sure you've heard by now all the Californians that have moved to other states like Texas. But did you know that many of those people that have moved are now regretting their decision? This video is for those who are thinking about moving to Texas and why so many ex-Californians are now regretting their move. Watch this video until the end before you make any move. It can save you not only tons of headaches and stress, but potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars. Many Californians are moving back to California. It was a knee-jerk reaction to the soaring prices and higher taxes and even the political environment in this state. Now these Californians that have lived in Texas for a couple of years want to come home. Texas isn't what they expected. Many of them now, unfortunately, are priced out of the housing market and are having trouble finding their way back. If you're someone who has moved from California to Texas and now are wanting to come home, I've left my information below in a link. You can reach out to me and we will welcome you back with open arms. When it comes to climate and weather, California and Texas have significant differences. California has more of a Mediterranean climate characterized by dry summers and mild winters. The state is really known for its sunny beaches and warm weather, with San Diego boasting an average temperature of about 75 degrees in July. During the hottest point in the summer, yeah, it can get to about 100 degrees, but it really doesn't last more than a week or two. On the other hand, Texas, woo, Texas. During the summer, it is hot and humid. Did I say hot and humid before? Yeah, it's hot and humid. I just want to get a point. So many Californians don't understand how hot and humid it can get. And the summers last for a very long time. It can be up to 8 months of insanely hot weather. I go to Dallas for 2 or 3 times a year for real estate conferences, and the heat for this Southern California beach boy is simply unbearable. Get me out of here. The Gulf Coast region is prone to hurricanes and storms, which can cause severe damages in homes and infrastructure. Texas also has harsh winters. There are some parts of Texas where the pipes will freeze during the cold winter months. Even if you're in Northern California, for example, it won't have that problem with freezing pipes. California just doesn't get that cold. The weather between the two states are not even comparable. Both states experience different levels of rainfall, California having a much drier climate, with most of its precipitations falling between November and April. In contrast, Texas receives way more rainfall, particularly in the east and southeast regions. Tornadoes are also very common in Texas, averaging about 132 each year. The second biggest regret are the beaches. Although Texas does have coastlines and beaches, most of the people that live in Texas have to drive several hours just to go to the beach. Dallas, for example, Dallas to St. Padre Island can take nearly 8 hours by car. Most cities in California are less than an hour from the beach. I mean, you can get from anywhere in San Diego County to the Pacific Ocean in less than 30 minutes. Another reason why many Californians regret leaving and moving to Texas is that they're just simply priced out of the housing market. The median priced home in Texas is about $336,000, while the median priced home in California is a staggering $860,000. So once you've moved, it's really hard to buy back in California after you've sold your home and then bought a home in Texas, for example. California also has a larger variety of ways to relax and enjoy yourself. You can head up to Lake Tahoe or even the local mountains during the winter for skiing and snowboarding. Even as far south as San Diego is, you can head up to the San Bernardino Mountains and have a day of snowboarding and still make it back in time to do a bonfire on the shores of La Jolla Cove. Lifestyle and culture are a significant difference between the two states. California is known for its fresh and healthy food options and thriving farm-to-table movement, with popular dishes like avocado toast and sushi and various vegan and vegetarian cuisines. The state's cultural hubs like Los Angeles, San Francisco, and San Diego are renowned for their iconic landmarks and vibrant food scenes. If you love great food and drinks, California boasts a staggering 87 Michelin star restaurants. Last year, 8 LA restaurants newly earned at least 1 star. Texans might only have recently started to care about Michelin star ratings, but so far, Texas has never received a single star Michelin rating for any of its restaurants. However, in contrast, Texas does boast unique Tex-Mex cuisine, known for combining Mexican and Southern flavors, and a really strong barbecue culture. So many Californians who have moved to Texas will miss the culinary offerings that California has, because believe it or not, a man cannot live by just steak alone. There's going to be a lot of Texans who are going to be very angry with me for saying that. So I'm going to apologize now before my next trip to Dallas. The next reason for regrets is the income difference. Now, many people move to Texas thinking that they're going to save a lot of money because it's just cheaper to live there, but it's actually not that cheap. Yes, it's a bit less expensive for real estate. However, most things are not that much cheaper. So you're not actually going to be saving a ton of money. And your income can be as much as 40% less in Texas compared to California. Property taxes is also higher in Texas than it is in California. Yes, many people will point out that Texas doesn't have a state income tax, but the property taxes can range between 1.6 to 1.8%. To be fair, it's still less expensive than the actual amount paid in California since our real estate prices here are so much higher. California property taxes range anywhere between 0.7% to about 1.2%. The politics in Texas isn't the same as California. Texas tends to lean more conservative than California, especially now with all the polarization between the right and the left. It can be a thing of frustration, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Texas also lacks the nightlife. Many of you might consider going out late and just having a little bit of fun. In California, we have plenty of options where clubs can be open as late as 2 to 3 in the morning. If you're in Texas, you're not going to find any of this. If you're looking to move to California, pick up the phone now and give me a call. I'm only kidding. You can actually reach out to me if you have any questions and you're not sure about what you want to do and what your situation is. I'll be happy to help you figure it out and figure out a solution that will work best for you. I'm Scott, and you've been Real Estate Informed.